Going live. And Hagga Basin News on the air. Trusted news across the Dune. This is Mandrake. I'm here outside of the palace in Arrakeen, and as we can see, there are some unruly protests still continuing throughout the day. They never seem to stop. They keep on going, rolling in and out every week. These people are mad. They are not happy. The current administration is working with them to see what can be done to help compromise the situation. That is the developing news in terms of the protests happening outside of the palace. And as for today's daily report, well, good day, Hagga Basin. Here is your HBN Weekly Report. This week's Coriolis storm has caused major issues. Some individuals remain trapped in the deep desert for hours Monday afternoon and into the night. Hagga Basin inbound and outbound traffic was also heavily disrupted, with gridlots lasting several hours. In other news, but likely related, an astrological anomaly caused adverse effects overnight, with the second front of the Coriolis storm hitting Arrakis unexpectedly in a rare event. Some specialists have been calling the event unnatural, leading to speculation into our basic existence. In Market Watch today, with the population and economic growth, spice production and deep desert harvesting activity has seen a drastic increase over the last week. With the increase in demand for spice, conflict in the deep desert region has seen a 100% increase. Harvesters, be careful out there. That's it for today. This is your HBN Weekly Report. Keep an eye on the sky for traffic, weather, and news. This is Mandrake. Back to you in the studio. Okay, how was that? Did I get it? Did we get it? Okay, we're not live anymore. All right, cool. Yada, yada, yada. On and on and on. You never stop. You just keep doing this. Do you guys even eat? Do you drink? Where is your water? Who's giving you water? That's what I thought. Okay, so well, let's see what we can find around here. See if there's anything good to report. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Hi. How are you? Oh, I see a little Mentat secret there. Okay. Well, would you be interested? I'm not sure. Are you able to speak? It doesn't seem like you're able to speak. I was going to see if you wanted to do an interview. Vin Mandrake, HBN News. Okay, well, you know, unfortunately, if we can't seem to provoke an interview or any kind of dialogue, just go ahead and let you go about your day. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day in Arrakis. So we're going to troll around here, see if we can't get somebody for an interview. We got to get that news out, you know what I'm saying? Sir, it has come to my attention that all of the Atreides operators over here all seem to look very similar. Do you know anything about that? Okay, thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sir, are you aware that your hairline is receding in a very odd way? No? What are you able to explain to me what's going on with these folks behind you? I see there's a gun drawn and pointed at them. Have they been violent? Okay. Everybody's very quiet today. Okay, well, we can't find anybody to interview. Give me just a moment. We're just going to go ahead and run into the transition here, get us out of the news mode for the time. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, stand by. Okay. We're back. I don't see anybody. It's pretty quiet. Oh, there's somebody. Excuse me, sir. Hi, how are you today?
Good, my guy. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I was wondering, would you be interested in sitting down here for just a second with HBN? I'm Vin Mandrake. I'm with HBN News, Hagga Basin News, and I just would like to see if you'd like to do a report with me today.
Fortunately, I gotta go, brother.
You've got to go. Is there any action that you're getting into? Maybe I could follow along, do some reporting. No need to add me in any groups or anything like that. Just here to report the news to the people.
Oh, but I do wish you luck. I do. I have to log out. But this was fun, and I actually wish I could stay on.
Good evening. Keep an eye out for us. Hagga Basin News, Vin Mandrake. See you around.
Good easy, brother. Harken in for life.
We're 0 for 2. Was that the other person I just saw? Nah. Aowen? You kidding? I can't do it. She might be deep into the roleplay. I don't want to like mess it up. I could add to it, but I don't know. Actually, let's see. I guess we could go check out what's going on in what is it, Harco Village? All right.
Welcome back.
What's my situation? Okay, I got some money. What do you got? 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 Okay, if I need to buy any of that, I'll let you know. Let's see. Alright, well, let's go check out Harco Village, see if there's any action over there. Another day, another story. Trying to get our finger on the pulse here. Feel the beat on the street. You know what I'm saying? The beat on the street. Vin Mandrake, HBN News. I think it's funny. I'm having a blast doing it. Okay, let's go find a good spot and let's get a nice report in here for Harco Village. Okay, here we go. All right. This is Vin Mandrake coming to you live from Harco Village, and currently we are standing outside of the marketplace, and we're here seeing what kind of action we see from other merchants, maybe some bounty hunters, mercenaries that are passing through. Both Arakeen and Harco Village seem pretty quiet right now in terms of the economy and pace of things, so we'll go ahead and keep an eye on the situation, and as things developed, if we can maybe pull somebody for an interview or find some action out there, we'll get right to you. Oh, there goes somebody now. Let's see if we can get something out of them. Sir?
What's up, Vin? What's up, Vin?
Sir, who is this?
What's up?
Hi, Vin Mandrake, HBN News. Would you be willing to do a quick interview for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, very good. Okay, just go ahead and stand there. We're gonna get things rolling here. Let me just, if you could remain still for the camera. Okay, excellent. And your name is Anirul, is that how I pronounce it? So, I'm sorry, say again, I didn't catch that.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so, this is Vin Mandrake, HBN News. I'm here with Vin Anirul. Vin, how are you today? I mean, Anirul, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are
I'm good. My tongue's getting twisted quite over a few words here. Something having to do with the spice effects. I'm pretty new to this planet. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm just Harkonnen, you know, Estrian. I'm just a chill guy. That's about.
Harkonnen for life.
We've got
Exactly.
sir, would you like to
Harkonnen
come over here and join the interview? What kind of business do you do here through Harco Village and throughout the Hagga Basin?
Well, sometimes I kill babies, collect spice, get some water, fly around in my ornithopter, kill babies.
I'm gonna distance myself from that guy and the baby thing. We're proud slavers here, but we do not kill babies.
Okay, so Carter Matic
Kill babies.
and Anirul do seem to be having some differences. Are you two from different houses?
No,
I'm
he seems to be
Harkonnen
from the
for life,
same house.
baby. You see my bald ass head? That's what I was talking about.
Have any of you two... I can't get my guy to face you guys. Have any of you two encountered Fade Rotha?
No.
Who?
But
I had the pleasure of meeting and doing a little bit of an expose with Fade Rotha the other day, and it was quite amazing. He is around, and I would encourage you to continue your endeavors because you will probably be rewarded by him.
Where's he
All right.
from?
noted.
Oh, Fade Rotha is the Nabaran.
The what?
The Nabaran of House Harkonnen.
Yeah, man. That guy's
I don't really
do
do politics. I just kill babies and get water.
Sounds kind of political in many ways. Well, I guess that does it for the interview there. Well, how are you today, Carter Matic?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm actually just finishing up my little run here, and then I gotta go, just like I was in Atreides.
Well, very-
I'm glad to see you in my neck of the woods, man. This is a good spot.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I'm very neutral. I go across. We're just here to report the news for the people of Arrakis and across the Hagga Basin. News across the Dune. Ah, very good. Well, we're looking
That's
for...
what me and the babies.
Well, I wish you luck today, and hopefully we'll see you out there in the deep desert. Do be careful. I have heard that hostile activity has increased tenfold.
Good tidings to you, sir.
And also to you.
Thank you.
Okay, there you have it. That was 2 interviews. We got a very terrible sociopathic individual and a very polite and welcoming individual, all from House Harkonnen. So you can see that there is quite the range of a spectrum of individuals who are part of that house. We do get the same thing across different houses. We've seen it in the House Atreides side of things, and we've seen it over here in Harko Village. So there is almost no difference other than what artistically you prefer. So thank you for joining us. This is HBN live here from Harko Village in the marketplace. Vin Mandrake reporting back to you in the studio. Okay, we're out. Awesome. All right. Okay, good. We got some good interviews there, good content there. I think that's all the pestering that we're going to do in the main areas today. So let's go ahead and head back to the basin. See if there's any news. I have a sort of an idea of what I'd like to do as sort of a routine for this network, and we're going to go ahead and start that right now. That's right. We're going to be covering some real action, some of the best action that you can get on broadcast stations. We're going to be covering a worm chase. That's right. We're going to be looking for worm chases, and we're going to be covering that from now on here on this channel, live from the sky. From the deep desert all the way to the basin, everything. Cruising along. Okay, I guess we could take the chopper. Yeah, let's go do this. I wanted to do this first, and then maybe we'll go check out the deep desert. Okay, I think I tried to adjust the mic. I think that's a little bit better. Try not to get my breathing in it. It's very particular. Uh-oh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to head this way. Beautiful view. Look at that. Sardaukar Patrol. We don't get a free pass with them, by the way. Our curfew's the same as everybody else's, so when we are out after hours, we are violating the curfew. Sometimes you gotta take a risk to make a buck. I wonder why that didn't work. Cool. Okay, I think it worked now. We'll see. Alright, where are we going? We're gonna go report from Griffin's Reach. Oh, way over there. Sardaukar activity day is pretty high. Look at that. A little low altitude patrol ship. and the high orbit patrol ship. What was that? Did the patrol ship just vanish? I think it did. Worm sign. That's what we're here for, actually. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Vin Mandrake reporting from Sky Hagga, and we currently have eyes on the worm, which protects the Hagga Basin South, separating Hagga Basin South, the Western Vermilius Gap, and the Eastern Vermilius Gap. So the Vermilius Gap and Southern Basin transitional point is basically where we are. He's moving pretty fast, so we're gonna have to try to keep up with him. Let's go ahead and get down there and see if we can keep on his trail. Again, we're just gonna go ahead and keep an eye on the worm for the time. Might end up getting some action. He might go after some folks or some settlements, so we're here to kind of keep an eye on that and see. I'm not sure what his name is, so this one we're gonna call Harvey. Harvey is moving along through the gap between the Vermilius Gap and the South Basin region. He's really hauling. He's looking for spice. He's looking for vibrations, things he might hear making a disturbance on the sand. So we're just going to go ahead and keep a trail on him and see if anything develops of this. This is your first Hagga Basin News Worm Chase coming to you live from Sky Hagga. Stay with us. Sure, something is going to happen here shortly. Oh, we may have a breach occurring. We do want to stay off to the side. We do not want to put our aircraft in a danger zone, which would be somewhere where the Harvey the worm can actually reach us and grab us and take us out and destroy all of our things and really piss us off. So again, we're just going to follow along and see. It looks weird. We're going to see what those things are that look so weird coming out of there. Okay, so let's continue to follow this worm here. We're in good hot pursuit. He is just making his rounds, lapping back and forth on the eastern side in the gap between the Vermilius Gap and South Hagga Basin. We got good eyes on him. There don't seem to be any unaware merchants or traders, miners, harvesters, scavengers that are drawing his attention today, which is a good sign. This is one of those times where no news is pretty much good news. There's the no news is bad news and the no news is good news. This is a no news is good news. Okay, so we're going to continue to follow him along here one more circuit and see if anything develops. And if nothing develops, we'll go ahead and move on and see what is going on in the Rift Station. Ooh, he's just going right under those rocks there, huh? Yep, cruising through the city. Let's see if we can catch him popping up on the other side, or if he went subterranean. We may have lost him. Might have been it. Yeah, it seems like he's gone deeper to maybe get some rest, take a nap, poop, and make spice. So let's go ahead and head over to Rift Station. See if we can pick up any reports, developments. Okay, I don't see anything. So that was the first Worm Pursuit chase brought to you by HBN, Vin Mandrake, HBN News. Back to you in the studio. And that cuts us out. Okay, good. We did that. Very nice. What do you think? Worm Pursuits? I think that's going to be good. I think it's a good idea. We're looking for new migrants that have come into the territory. Migrants adding to the population growth that we see here in Hagga Basin. And I'm not seeing anybody, so I think that's probably all the news we're going to get here for that right now. So let's go ahead and continue this report on to the area that everybody's curious about. We're going to go ahead and see what kind of development is occurring. I guess we could go south, huh? We can go check out what kind of developments are occurring in the deep desert. Does it still say that? Okay, heading to the deep desert. Well, I guess we should start on the A1 column and head on up. And we're just gonna do some reporting out there real quick. Check it out before we go off the air and leave it for the evening report. So let's go ahead and see what kind of action, new developments we can see since the Coriolis storm hit the Hagga Basin, or I mean the deep desert, and just completely leveled everything on Wednesday. I believe current UTC, if I got this right, is 0234. We are here. We've arrived. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello. 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 Seems pretty upset about the type of the way my chopper looks. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it started. This is Vin Mandrake here in Hagga, Sky Hagga, and we are currently pursuing a Harkonnen ornithopter which has landed atop. They just seem to be harvesting some nodes, so these are the developments that we see happening today. Nothing much. Let's go ahead and move along the A row and see if we can find any kind of new developments or establishments or action that might be occurring since the Coriolis storm took everything out. And he seems to be going to explore that ship region. We're going to go ahead and stay away from there, because that's dangerous. Okay, getting a nice view here as we move up the row of A here in the deep desert. Where are we currently? Well, I guess I could just do this, right? Currently, we are cruising eastbound in the Sector A3 region of the Deep Desert, and as you can see, we have a nice high view up here. Doesn't seem to be any builds, factories, bases, outposts, anything like that, which have come up yet. So we'll continue to head east here along the Deep Desert and search for any kinds of new bases, scavengers, any kind of activity that we see going on out there. Entering now Sector B4, so we've gone a little bit far north. Let's go ahead and head southeast back into the A row. So we're cruising along the B row now, and right here along the line of the A and the B row, we can see we have our first sign of life back in the Deep Desert. Right here at the altitude peak as well makes it, it's a very good location, makes it very difficult to get to, which is very skilled in terms of strategic decisions. So this individual has a very small thing going on. It's probably a solo player. I mean a solo merchant. Oh, hello, there's somebody out there. Hi. Hi, how are you? This is Hagga, Shai-Hulud with Hagga Basin News. Can you hear me? Oh, hello, lass. The news for today, well, that's actually what we're out here for. We're checking things out, seeing who's got their establishments back up since the wipe of the Coriolis storm in an unprecedented event where such a rare occasion we had 2 apexes hit us. Interesting, huh? Would you like to do an interview? If you're able to speak, we could do an interview. I understand. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and leave you to your piece. Please do enjoy the rest of your day and your time out here in the Deep Desert. We'll keep an eye on you and keep an eye on us here in Shai-Hulud, Hagga Basin News. Vin Mandrake out. People don't seem to be taking kindly to the press. Oh, here we go. We have another establishment here on the other side of the mountain. I could see him standing out there on his porch with his las gun, and it was making me just a little bit nervous, but we wanted to see where that would go, and I didn't want to bother him any further at that point. What do we have below us? What is that? Well, that's a still tent. Ah, that's how, can you, what? There's a transportation taxi service out here? Oh, hello. This is getting to be ridiculous. Hello, hi, Vin Mandrake, would you like to do an interview?
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be, I can fly you there, for a price.
That's quite all right, ornithopter pilot. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
I like to fly. Fast. Storms, worms, or static, nothing stops me from getting where I need to go. But you know what I don't like much? Talking.
Oh, we're not gonna do, we probably won't mix well then. So, if I did want you to fly me, where could we go?
Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
Okay, we could just get, you know, in and out, same as normal. I just wanted to see what kind of services that you had to offer here in the Deep Desert. I'd never seen you before, and I'm Vin Mandrake with HBN, Hagga Basin News. Flying around here with your eye in the sky in Shai-Hulud. So we're going to go ahead and get back to that, but thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, ornithopter pilot. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get here back in Shai-Hulud. And we're heading out. We're going to go ahead and see. That was weird, my microphone thing got stuck on. If there's anything else worth noting. How close? Yeah, okay. So taxi service, right? And there's obviously something here as we come into the B area. And some of these zones here in the A row, you are in a pretty safe area in terms of diplomacy and aggression. We do have an individual again. I think that might have been the nope, that is a different individual. And they are heading to their base. Okay, so we can see now exactly what kind of an operation this individual's running out here in the deep desert. There's a couple bases over here, so things are starting to come alive again. Very basic here out in the deep desert, and looks like we're just going to go ahead and head along back into A. Heading eastbound to check out the rest of the grid. A5, 3 more sections to go. Get another base. Let's go ahead and do a quick flyby. Okay, you can see some movement in there. Looks like we're going to have some aerial activity here shortly. Nice looking base, couple ornithopters. Harkonnen structure here on the ridge. So people are getting their things back out here. Businesses are starting to come alive again. The boom is real. Look at this. Okay. Several establishments over here in the A5 to A6 region. Moving along up eastbound here. Doesn't look like anybody's going to have established over on this side. I do think that this is just about... No, we still have a ways to go. So let's see if anything has developed on this side of the A row. Enjoy your day with generic brand coffee. Coffee for the generic brand and the generic mind, helping to keep a balanced, level mind and spirit. For those who like serenity and balance in their lives, generic brand coffee for the generic soul. Generic brand coffee. Proud sponsor of HBN. Okay. Approaching the canyon here. And we're going to go ahead and instead of... Yeah, let's go ahead and raise our elevation a little bit. We do have some room to play with before we hit the ceiling. We do have to be careful here. There is a... passing over the... wreck of the Proxenus. The wreck of the Proxenus. And these wrecks that you do find throughout the deep deserts can be hostile zones, and hostility is a frequent thing in those areas. Between houses, between individuals, between citizens. So you're going to want to keep your eye on that. Traveling 172 kilometers an hour, elevation 669 meters. And slowly declining as we glide here through sector A8. Okay. We should probably put the scanner on this thing, huh? Alright, let's move on up. It's pretty quiet up here in the eastern regions of row A. And as you can see, it doesn't look like we're going to see much moving out this way. Off to our right is a wreck. I don't know what wreck that is, so we better go get it marked. So we're not sure which wrecked vessel we're looking at right now. We're going to head and map this out. report back to you momentarily. But over here in Sector A9, we are passing over a wreck currently. This is a hostile zone, so we do have to be careful. This is the Orsipus here, right beneath us. So we're passing an A9 along and just over the wreck of the Orsipus. And as you can see, there are no establishments being put up out here. You can see the bridge of the ship has found its way on top of that foundation of rocks there. It seems to be resting nicely. Not sure how that could have happened. We do know that there are still specialists in the Imperium working on getting us an answer for that. Alright, and here we are at the shield wall. And as you can see, there is no developments, no activity happening on this side of the basin. So we're going to go ahead and head on out of the deep desert and give it some time to grow and develop, and so that we can get some decent action. And once some things are going on, we'll be reporting to you any kind of news that we find breaking out here in this area. So, that said, oops. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. This is Vin Mandrake reporting for Hagga Basin News, live here in Sky Hagga. Back to you in the studio. Okay. Alright, I think we got it. I think we got it. Mm-hmm. Okay, gonna go ahead and head back to the basin here. There's an entry point. Let's go this one. Entry exit point over here. As you can see, all right. So it doesn't seem to be much news, not too much happening today out here, other than what we were sort of expecting, which is everybody's getting their outposts set up again and preparing for a heavy week of grinding and harvesting out there in the deep desert, looking for that spice. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay, heading back into the rift side of East Hagga Basin. Nothing particularly exciting to report. I am sorry, I'm working on a few things here. Back with the broadcast station. So... Uh-oh, should be good. Okay. Alrighty. So again, nothing too fancy, nothing too dangerous. It's a pretty calm day today as we reach 600 meters altitude here above the rift, which is right below us, as we head back to the station here in the Hagga Basin. Okay, approaching to land. A little bit laggy. Get this bird down. So I did notice that they do not take too kindly to the colors, right? Not the colors, but the fact that I'm using a Trades variant. So we're probably, in all honesty, going to switch this thing back. I love how this looks though, but we'll switch it to the neutral. Oh, whoa, what was that? Okay. Well, that was good. We got a few interviews, so I'm happy with that. And for now, that satisfies me. But let's, I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think we should just go? I mean, look at it. Look at how, I guess it looks kind of newsy, you know? Like a news chopper. But this just looks so cool. It just looks so cool. So cool. Alright, let's see how far we are, because I want to get this rocket launcher made. Spice melange. We need 10. I only have 2. How many can I make? 0? 1? No power. Huh. What? Oh, I didn't turn it on. Right. Because power consumption on this thing is massive. Let's see. We're going to lose power. Yep. How do I do this? I do want to make it so that when I turn that on... it doesn't just turn off on me. And I guess to do that, we're just gonna need more power. I have to pull it out slightly, or what? Okay. 1. Holy jeez, what's going on there? I don't know if we're going to be able to fit as many as we want to. 2. Okay, let's go get that paste. So this is gonna be tough because we gotta be making this stuff and fuel cells. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's just move on up here like this. And we need to make a lot more. So today is all about fuel cells. Fuel cells, fuel cells, fuel cells. And spice. Fuel cells and spice. Fuel cells and spice. Oh, wait a second. I have this on the circuit, right? 3. Output 3, yeah, so it's good. This one can also take stuff from this. And this is on the circuit too, right? Yep, okay, I got the circuits figured out, as you can see. So, alright, that's about gonna do it for us for right here, right now. I'm gonna roam around a little bit. Do some boring stuff. If any action happens, we're gonna go ahead and go live again on the channel. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on those reports. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, hit the bell, notifications. Otherwise, you're gonna miss that live action next time we have a big worm chase. So thanks again for joining us. This is Vin Mandrake with HBN News reporting to you from the station here. HBN station here in the Hagga Basin. Thank you.
Trust me, we'll be back in Carthag before sundown. First round's on me. On 3, you're gonna put a full burst through the hatch.
And then?
We run like hell.
That's not a plan.
3, 2, shoot! Go, go, go!
Multiple contacts! All around us!
Weapons hot! With me!
Reloading!
Reloading! Head for that ruined house!
By the way, boss, Carthag's been dry for months. Beast Rabban has ordered a total prohibition on alcohol.
I know! He's a real bastard!
Then what are we drinking when we get there?
Oh, ye of little faith! On 3, we grenade and move! 3, 2, grenades out! Yeah!